Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. We are all back safe and sound from the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana, and ready for another Mike O'Mara Show. Well, I should have known that today would go the way it's going when I had a very traffic-free and easy drop-off at 7:15 this morning with my son. I should have known the rest of the day would go like this. Kind of I don't know whether the studio took a lightning hit. I'm not sure, but things have been a little disrupted, and then I just thought, hey, I can chill out because Oscar let us know that he was running about 10 minutes late.
That was not me.
No, that was me, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was you.
Yeah.
I was.
Why were you running 10 minutes late?
I had some computer issues as well, and also...
What? You want to start that again?
I had some computer issues as well, and also, Mike...
Is your mouth broken?
No.
Say that again?
I had some computer issues as well.
That was much better.
What time did you get home last night?
10-ish, 10:15, I think.
That was New Orleans.
It was great.
I didn't know you were going to stay 10 extra days in New Orleans with everybody else. I was jealous of the people that got to hang out later in the weekend and have a little more
Sunday
weekend in NOLA. Because,
was a party day.
Yeah, Sunday was great. And
I
beautiful.
saw people with brunch and people enjoying the day. And meanwhile, I'm looking at road stops because, we turned around right after the show, went home, went to bed, and we were on the road at 5 a.m. on Sunday, making the 10-hour drive back.
Was it a faster drive back than it was to get there, or was it roughly the same? Oh,
no. It might have been about the same, but it doesn't feel the same because you're not seeing anything new. If you're driving somewhere,
you're not really looking forward to the destination either.
If I want you just want to get home. The destination is
family.
Is getting back to see my kid. So what it is that it's just more of a slog and more of a job when you're returning because you're not, anticipating seeing the whole drive up from Fort Myers to NOLA was brand new for us. So we were kind of excited, although I'd been warned that driving through the Florida Panhandle is not the most scenic of journeys.
Wasn't that what Miller told you that?
Yes, Mark Miller said that.
Yeah.
Mark Miller, who, I don't know if we'll ever speak again, but he is...
So focus on the good times, Mike. You had
absolutely.
some wonderful conversations in the past.
So I should say that as I was tending to my printer, because you want to throw in lack of printer paper and then a printer that appears to have to recalibrate, look what I found on my printer. There's my JetBlue boarding pass right there.
That's a collector's item.
It's unused.
JetBlue boarding pass.
Unused.
Yeah, it is an unused boarding pass.
Boarding 13 April. Let's see, at 10:02 a.m. Doors close at 10:22 a.m. So
as far as you know, Mike, the doors are still open. They never close.
It's underwater, though, right? That flight?
The latest, since you brought it up, I'll bring up the very latest that we're experiencing down here. The Beckers, who were successful in flying out, our friends, who were successful in flying out of Fort Lauderdale, actually Miami. They flew out of Miami, which was not flooded, the airport, and were able to make their flight out. And when they came back, they ran into the problem of being able to get gasoline in their vehicles because the weather has disrupted the gas coming down here. And now it has spilled over into my side of the state. And, we've had this with hurricanes before where you realize that in our own way down here, we're a little precarious when it comes to getting fuel to gas stations. So now there are multiple gas stations that are running out of fuel, and there's been a panic over on the East Coast where lines and people getting into fights and over here it's now starting to spill over. This is 1 or maybe 2 days of disruption that's caused this. So add that to the mix, but we didn't have any problem driving down.
Are you still using the same gas station in your neighborhood, the concealed carry gas station? Gas and Go, they call it.
We go to your favorite store for gas. I wait in the line like every
Cost
rube
company?
down here, like every single rube down there. But it is a significant amount of discount between that and a regular gas station at the Costco company. So that's what we do.
Do you experience? This is a serious question. When you experience this type of disruption,
Mike, thank you for being serious.
Do you ever think this is the time? This is the time to get an electric car?
Let me tell you why I've taken a giant step back.
Okay.
I think our lease is up in a year on one of our cars. And this is why I've taken a giant step back. I think an electric car is really, really good if you have a functioning garage.
Yeah, but you can run it right out the front.
I don't like the idea of like running a extension cord out to the driveway and sticking
Mike,
it in there.
if you get one of the really long ones, like an orange one, you could probably run errands with it still plugged in.
You could have a pretty little station installed.
Yeah,
I suppose, but and
you've got to. I mean, we've been in your neighborhood. You've got a great neighborhood for an electric car, nice and flat. A lot of stuff close by. It would be ideal.
What is this? He's not Barney Rubble.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's a nice.
You mean nice and flat?
All roads are flat for the most part.
Well, no, there's. Let's say
a steep incline like
this
West
is
Virginia.
His brain.
Yeah.
This is
so
the way
strange.
his brain. Let's examine this. So nice and flat.
Yeah.
You're fascinated. You did a lot of walking. Do you have hills where you normally take your little walks? Is that
there are some hills? There are some hills in my neighborhood.
So did you enjoy the fact that when you took walks when you were down here,
in Florida,
time that I think would have been better spent doing other things, but when you took your long walks,
I didn't know the walk was a problem. I'm sorry about that.
No, not really.
But yeah, you have a beautiful flat.
Fine.
You have a beautiful flat neighborhood.
What?
You have a beautiful flat neighborhood. It's beautiful.
What does that have to do with an electric car?
Wouldn't it mean that sometimes people say, well, an electric car doesn't have a lot of power. You don't have.
No, they say the opposite.
What?
Electric cars have more power.
Do you know what a Tesla?
Than
a Tesla has 1,000 horsepower.
It's torque.
Okay, then I misspoke.
Instant torque.
Mike, don't get one. Don't get one.
Do you know how cars
Sometimes
work?
I like to know how your addled brain works. I really like to know, exactly where that thought comes. So you don't think is it in your mind that the electric cars don't have the same power of a combustion engine?
I would think so. That would be my initial thought. Yeah, like a nice V8
you
engine.
Read, don't you? You read news stories
occasionally. Yeah.
I mean, but you've read about it.
This is 2023. I mean, this isn't just they didn't just come out. This isn't 2001.
And it's not just Teslas. They're all jumping jacks when it comes to power. All these electric
cars. How about this?
Are.
Does it use more electricity if it's going up a hill?
Yeah, but so does gas.
True, but I'm just asking.
No, you're not. You are hating the idea of ever purchasing an electric car because it's new and different and it's change, and you hate anything new.
I agree
and different.
with all of that.
All right, so then we can move on. We can successfully move on.
But can we also agree your neighborhood is very flat?
We can also agree that you stayed in New Orleans way too long, even without drinking.
Yeah.
You were everywhere. You were, and by the way, thanks to Oscar and Rob for picking up the slack when they kicked us out of the House of Blues with the meet and greet because they had to close their doors.
Yes.
And we moved, the listeners moved down to another location, some of them, not all of them. Mm-hmm. And then and I had to get back to the hotel because we were leaving at the crack of dawn.
Right.
So how did the meet and greet go after that? How long did you guys stay out that night?
I went. Let me start first because I know Rob's answer. We went back to the hotel roughly at like 1 a.m. because I looked at Shannon, and Shannon, she doesn't take that much alcohol. It doesn't take a lot to get her buzzed.
Right.
Okay.
So when she started snatching cameras so she could take the best pictures of people, I said, Peach,
time to move on.
I said, it's time to put you in the envelope.
Yeah.
And she said, why? Because she turns into Napoleon after like 2 beers.
Okay.
And then I said, because
the military general?
I said, yes, we've had a wonderful evening. And if I think it's time to go, it's probably time to go.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Now, what about your compatriot over there?
I stayed there till about 1:30, and then I knew that Zoolander
Thank you for doing that, both of you.
I knew that Zoolander was going to spirit my wife off somewhere because they were, they had greeted almost everybody and they were ready to go somewhere else. So they didn't tell me where. And so I used the phone to track them and finally ran into them at, we always seem to end up at Willie's Chicken Shack several times during this trip. And they were in there and Zoolander was drinking a large red daiquiri in a cup that looked like a male member.
Nice.
Yeah, and Carrie was having a beer and eating some chicken. I was hungry, so I had some chicken. And then I said, Carrie said, "What do you want to do now?" It's probably about 2. I said, "What I want to do is I want to go back and go to bed because I'm tired." And she said, "Well, what time is it?" And I said 2. And she said to Eric Zoolander Stolginski, said, "It's 2 a.m." He said, "It's time to get started drinking."
I love
all
Zoolander.
right. Since we're talking about a former associate of the show,
Yes.
What is his history, Rob? What is
He
his
interned
history?
with
What
us
did he-
during the terrestrial show at WJFK.
at WJFK,
Yeah.
and has maintained a relationship.
He's a
with,
wonderful person.
with
Really
me
good-
and
good
with
dude.
us forever. But I will tell you this: he is a wild man on the road. And this is a man now who's the father of 2.
Yes.
And was on the road with his brother-in-law
Yes.
and using every minute to
Hi,
full
Cameron.
advantage to enjoy
His flight came in at
weekend.
7 p.m.
Hold on, let me. All right,
All right.
hold on, just a second, Chad.
All right.
I want to just share what happened here. All right, Saturday morning. This would be Friday night in my book.
Sure.
As we look, we're old farts. I'm an old fart. I admit it right now. We are. We don't roll like we used to roll. Most of our activity is a daytime activity. So, let's see here.
What are you looking at right now? I'm sorry.
I'm looking at my text.
Okay.
Friday
Okay.
at 9:50, right before 10 p.m. That's what I'm doing.
Sure.
What are the odds you're on Bourbon Street? From Eric Zoolander. No response because, of course, I wasn't responding.
Right.
And I don't think I might have heard a boom and just like rolled over and gone,
Yeah.
oh, God. And then at 36 minutes past midnight, heading to casino now, followed by, I'm here.
He's keeping you updated.
So that's it. And then
Yeah.
Saturday comes. We get ready. It's the show. We have a fantastic show. We're talking about gambling. He's talking about how much he's lost in the casino, in the beautiful, sparkling Harrah's Casino.
It is gorgeous.
Look, I'm not working for Harrah's. I won't work for Harrah's. Harrah's canceled a Don and Mike show years ago. Harrah's Casino in New Orleans looks like someone wiped their ass with it.
I'm curious,
It is the
Mike.
nastiest casino I think I've ever seen.
Don't you think they did a beautiful job hanging that tarp?
It is
The big-
not
It
nice.
is the casino
It's horrible.
that someone forgot. I
Yeah.
think Harris.
Has-
And the only game in town.
They should change it, take Harrah's off it, and call it the Neglect Casino.
Yes, absolutely.
Really. I mean,
Absolutely.
to get the leather. Let me tell you something. If you want to do a study on the wearing of leather on a chair,
Yes.
and how what happens to it after thousands of seats, seated people rubbing their asses on it, go to Harrah's and take a look at those chairs they have.
Just one more thing.
Yes.
Since we just discussed, I felt like the worst casino I'd ever been to was there was I don't know, it's something Pines. It's on a reservation in Phoenix, Arizona, between like a river and a dirt path. It's just
we
the worst.
may have one close to the D.C. area.
Yeah,
too.
correct. So then,
In West Virginia.
then you go to Hollywood. What is it called? Hollywood. what?
MGM Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I thought that was trashy.
Yeah.
I didn't think it could get trashier. Harrah's, I felt like either was going to get rolled,
Yeah,
like I'm talking about robbed
right.
or stabbed.
I felt like I felt
At any
myself,
moment.
Mike, pining for Charlestown, West Virginia.
That because they've kept it up, have
yes,
they not?
they have.
A little
They
bit.
have. They have.
Taken their money, a little smaller.
But as we
and,
go back to Eric, His flight arrived Friday night at 7 p.m.
Yes.
He had 8 o'clock reservations at a steakhouse and kept Carrie updated all these times. And he says,
he was ready to go.
"Where are you staying?" And she said, "We're in an Airbnb north of town." And his reply was, "That's BS," except he said the word. He says,
Right.
"I won't even look at a place unless it's 4 stars or better."
He's been drinking on the plane.
Oh, God,
I love
he's
it.
so funny. He's so
I
funny.
respond Saturday morning at 9:46 a.m. when I consider myself to be functional.
Yeah.
Hey, Zoo, we were sleeping. Hope you had fun. See you tonight. As in, see you at the show.
Right.
He writes back, good plan. Gave a lovely donation. He's talking about the casino.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have a great day. See you tonight. All right. So we do see each other. He comes backstage.
He
which
was there
wonderful,
early. Yeah, it was great.
With his brother-in-law, and he meets the whole gang backstage. Great to see him. Participates in the show. If you hear the show or
Yes.
you were at the show, you know that we participated with him. Then I got my wake-up call for our drive back home from Zoolander when the phone went off at 4:36 a.m. on Sunday morning. 4:36 a.m. and it's not text. It's a photograph of a winning check written to him. Let me bring it up here. He won $2,650.
Yep.
Written to him by the Neglect Casino and Hotel. And
He sent that
he's
picture
so
to
excited.
everybody. And also, if you really look at the check, doesn't it look like it was written by Rudy Martzke?
It does not look
It
like
doesn't look
the
official
type of check
at
you
all.
would get
Yeah.
an official check from a casino. I didn't know that they hand wrote them.
For that
know?
amount, don't they just give you cash?
No.
Well, I'm sure you can take it in a check or cash.
The
I think
check looks
you can, Yes,
fake.
you can get you can
It does.
you can yes.
I won't even look at it if it's not
I was
4
like,
stars.
with nothing on the memo line.
Yeah, I
but,
was like, this is
it
not
appears it appears to be legitimate, but you'd have to ask him, and it's got a little code down there.
I wouldn't trust it. Not the way that casino's in disrepair.
No, I would take it in
Oh,
quarters.
Yeah, you got
God.
to pay me in cash, or else I don't
It
believe
appears
this.
to be sitting in a cashier's window, though, Oscar.
No,
as
I'm
look
saying
at that.
I don't trust the check cleared.
Yes. Oh my God, I hope so.
Yeah.
But
I would
anywho,
take the
that's-
cash. And Mike, it was that beautiful neglected casino where we actually spoke on Sunday morning. I was there because I think Carrie had her appetite whetted by the fact that Eric had won that money, and we had moved on to a hotel on that side of town at that point. And she says, maybe we could go look at the casino. I've never seen it.
Oh.
And
Well,
so
you had time because you were going to be there all day on Sunday, right? And not leave until late afternoon on Monday.
Well, we were actually working on that when we spoke on Sunday because Carrie started doing the numbers, and she said, do you know, if we leave at 5:30 on Sunday, or Monday rather, it's $50 cheaper. That'll
How
pay
are
for-
you able to switch flights?
She is on the United app, back and forth the whole time.
But I mean, how are you able to do that without like a penalty?
cost.
Because they don't.
Later
let
in
you
the
do
day,
that.
it's not a problem if there's an open.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I thought you couldn't do it.
She
without-
did
if you
all the
changed your flight.
switching. She did all the switching on her phone as I'm trying to figure out virtual blackjack at the casino.
It's
of
like in Vegas when you call because most people miss their flights, their early flights.
yes.
And you're like, "Hi, is there an open slot in the afternoon?" And there always is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So you got you were able to switch without a penalty and get a better fare?
And keep my miles. And what we found out later is guess who was one row in front of me? Jimmy Cerrito and Marty.
Oh, the Chef Marty.
Yeah, Mike, you know,
That's
Without
awesome.
the vacation.
on an A310, trivia question for Mike. How many rows are there on an A310? This is the flight, the hardware we were flying.
A310.
The equipment.
Airbus?
Or maybe a 320, whatever it
Yeah,
is, a 3 and 3.
Okay.
You don't know what's happening.
I
right now.
don't. I
Hey,
don't.
you're at work in Washington
Rob D.
D.C.
Spiewak. Rob details there. I don't know how she switched. She did. I just went.
Today's
You went
Tuesday.
through like Buzz, with the airport. Did you know what airport you were flying to?
Mike, how dare you? I was showing Carrie around that airport.
Okay,
but
good.
She did. I mean, I'm not when
It's
she
an
starts.
A320, and I would say 28 rows.
There are 38 rows, and I know
Okay.
that because I was in 38C. This
Oh,
is
very
a
well.
great seat.
Last minute change.
Yes.
That's what they had for you.
But it all worked out. Carrie was 2 rows in front of me, and then Jimmy and Marty were 1 row in front of me. And then directly in front of me was the heavy guy. and then his wife was one aisle over. They were separated by the aisle, but they were next to each other.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
These are two people. And first of all, let me discuss the man, because when the plane landed at Dulles Airport here in D.C., he stood up so fast to think he was going to maybe get out of the plane that he's in the second to last row, and he immediately stands up. He's blocked, and then sits on the railing of the chair and just is hanging in the aisle. So Jimmy sends me right away a text, and it's from The Onion, and it says, frequent traveler shaves 1.2 seconds off his record of standing up after getting into the gate. Because that's this guy. And then because he is standing or sitting on the chair rail right in front of me, I get a great look at the back of his arm. Yeah. And he looks like he's in town to go see Dr. Pimple Popper. He's got something on his arm that looks like a black juji fruit. And
what would you estimate what did he weigh in at roughly?
Is
he north of 3?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is he north of 350?
No, he's between 3 and 350. I think there are two kinds of fat people on a plane: those who are aware of their size, and I think that would be us. Because when I was at my heaviest, I would still try to sit elbows in and not impose. And then there are those, and then there are the people that spread out. And this guy was a spreader, and the fact that he was hanging in the aisle.
But he wasn't in your row, so it didn't matter, right?
Well, except for the fact that I was staring at his arm. Now, his wife,
it was so cruel.
Well, you know what? I was cranky, and I didn't want to see that. And
you just spent 5 days in New Orleans. Now you're cranky?
I don't want him shoving his arm. First of all, I don't want him sitting like he's doing a little Vegas show, sitting on the chair rail. In the middle, sit in your chair. Sit in your chair. That's what you paid for.
Okay. So you had. Are you glad that you lingered in the Big Easy? I would have thought that you would get out of Dodge faster than anybody.
It was so much fun though to be walking the streets with Carrie and my kid Julia and her boyfriend. It was so fun. There was never imagining the fact that it would be as sensitive as I was to seeing all the drinking around. It's just a matter of saying no, but it is when you are...
Can I be completely honest with you?
Yeah, sure.
I loved the House of Blues. I absolutely adored it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I don't know whether the town has passed me by, to be honest with you. It wasn't the same sizzle for me that I've experienced almost every other time I've been there. Now, right after the first show we did was right after the hurricane. Right. And we were going down kind of, in my mind, when we decided to do that city, we kind of, in our mind, thought, well, A, we were glad we got the House of Blues, right, Oscar, the way I remember it. We were excited about the venue. Yep. But also to, support the city because of what they'd been through.
Yes.
This time around, I don't know. I don't know what the vibe was. I don't know what the vibe was for me. I love New Orleans. I do. I have a soft spot in my heart for New Orleans. It felt different. Cafe Du Monde felt different. The restaurants felt different.
You said something that was pretty telling for me. You said you feel, and it could be that we're older, but you feel that the town is skewing younger.
Well, and at night, anywhere. At night,
it always skewed younger.
It always skewed younger, and at night. But I probably... was a 40-year-old, 50-year-old with the, with the mindset of a 25 to 35-year-old.
Sure.
That might have been. But I
have an
thought,
observation.
Yes, go ahead.
You were sober, like you weren't. You were present in the moment for like, this is a work trip. This is a work trip. This is a work trip. This is a work trip.
That's true.
When I met with you,
yes,
at my hotel,
yes,
on Friday night, late. That was, you saw me as in the weeds as I could possibly.
Yeah, but you weren't
you've seen
hammered.
me a lot. No, you've seen me a lot worse than that. That was it. And then afterwards, because I have one night and then I don't. And as far as on stage, when the three of us have definitely swilled more on stage than we did that night. Rob didn't touch it. Did the big sight gag. And you, I wasn't sure because I don't pay attention to what you guys are doing.
Just had two.
You had 2, and I didn't finish my only
2
4.
in a 90-minute show.
Yeah, 90 plus
Right.
minutes. Yeah,
That's
so
There
they
was a
just
meet
spread
and
out.
greet out at House of
Yeah.
Blues. Didn't have
Yeah,
one
I didn't
in
have
my
another
hand.
drink till, oh my God,
This
probably
morning.
an hour and a half after the show ended.
This morning. I think it was really. It was. I don't know what it was. I just don't know.
Made for
I
a better
think
show.
Yes, it
Show
did.
was tight.
It did.
It did.
was.
It was
It
tight
did.
as how I would describe
It wasn't.
it.
It wasn't chaotic. It was.
Right.
It was just fun.
It was.
We did a great PowerPoint about Rob's year in health, and then a guy online I saw a post. Yeah, make people fly all the way to New Orleans so you can show them pictures. Oh, bite me, dude. Okay,
That guy didn't go.
There was a there
guy
was a
didn't go.
joke for every one of those. But don't be
Yeah.
bitter and angry that you can't make a trip. And you want to poo on everybody's fun.
You
okay?
have to.
Don't poo.
That's one.
I know.
out
I
of
seize on it.
1,000.
I seize on it. I love the pictures, by the way.
wonderful
All the
pictures.
pictures.
so great.
For those of you that posted
video,
hundreds
it's
of
great.
videos and pictures, would it have killed you to post a few more before the show started so I knew you were there? Would that have killed you? Would that have killed you with my paranoid nature, which will never change? I'll always be the same. I think it was, dare I say, the lifestyle changes that make you not. It is the city that care for God. It has many, many meanings, but one of those meanings is get off the plane, drink your ass off,
right.
go do naughty things that you normally wouldn't do, have food that is laden with carbohydrates and butter.
Amazing,
And then return. And all of those things don't kind of fit in to where I am. However, on the way back on Sunday, we did have a couple of moments because I was feeling as though I didn't get a chance to really enjoy the city like I used to. And so the first thing I got in the gas station as we drove out of New Orleans was a honey bun. And
Good
I
for
haven't
you.
eaten something that horrible for my body in quite some time.
It showed.
was it
It
a-
showed because you look so good on
You did
stage.
look dynamite
It
on
felt
stage.
good. It feels good. I have been, since I got back, just a little bit, the tummy's a little unsettled with all that.
Was it
and,
a pre-wrapped honey bun like from
It was
the
a
Hostess
pre-wrapped
Yeah,
Entenmann's honey bun.
Yes.
So it was
The
as
go-to.
nasty. And
No,
that
how
lady
dare you.
at the gas station said, put it in the microwave. We did. Carla assisted me. And then
So
I
good.
see Carla looking at the chips, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. And, it was the...
You know what you
want
want to do, honey, is put that in the microwave
if
for
you
12
can't-
seconds.
It's also the medicine you're on, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
New Orleans is a foodie's Shangri-La.
It is.
It is a fat foodie. And
Yes.
I don't mean fat people. I mean fattening foods.
Yep.
But I mean...
You can't have it. Like, it's going to make you nauseous. You can't have enough of it. Like, you
Yeah,
can't-
I mean, what is, for example, a New Orleans staple called crawfish etouffee? Little tiny pieces of crawfish that is in a cauldron of flour and butter. Yeah. That's it. Over refined white rice.
the whitest of rice.
You might just open up in your love handle a little pocket and just shove it right in, because that's where it's going to go if you do that. And I ordered that at our place, Desire Oyster Bar, in the Quarter, and I, with my fork tines, took the individual pieces of crawfish with just a tiny bit of sauce, and I left most of the sauce. I've never eaten like that in my life.
Yeah.
I've never eaten like that in my life. I don't know what's wrong, but it was...
well,
Carrie
it
and
was
I
fun.
went to Desire on Sunday, and I posted a picture of
Not the same.
You're
Not the same.
absolutely right.
Right?
And you know that signature dish that you love so bad that you
It's
introduced
gone.
me
It's
to?
off the menu,
Gone.
bastards.
Yes, which was the reason to go there.
You know what's also gone? The 30-year employees, the 27-year employees.
Yes. Did you get a teenager like I did?
I got a teenager from Haiti.
Yeah, the same.
All
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't know whether this is...
Did
if
COVID
somebody
take
was,
him out?
If I don't know, Oscar. No. But when he
COVID
says
and
take them
butter.
out,
I'm
you mean not
serious.
necessarily killed them,
No,
but also
not dead, like
but like
they got
drove
out of-
people
they
out
got
of the
out of
city
the
and stuff like
business,
that.
yeah.
I think Cafe Du Monde many years ago, when I arrived at Cafe Du Monde. It was all, and that's the place where you get beignets, the French donuts, and you get the chicory coffee. And back in the day, it was local African American.
It was like stepping into a time machine when you went.
But
there.
they lived in New Orleans, and and now there is not an older person to be found. It was people that were, I guess they were from. I don't know if it was Chinese or Vietnamese or what, but they were, I guess, middle-aged Asian women that, and the local New Orleans people that used to work there were gone. And at Desire, which was, remember how proud they were of the people that had worked there for years and years and years, gone.
It's a
hospitality
industry.
I don't know what COVID did.
Yeah.
What's that?
The hospitality industry. Like we saw that at every restaurant we went to, and people are younger because I feel like the people, the lifers that were there, the character that you would bring, you'd come back and see the same people. And
right.
That just, I think because of health reasons and COVID, that's just,
Oscar,
my
is it
thought.
also being able to make a living doing it?
Well,
is that what it is too? Where they're paying them less money or something like that?
Think about what happened when the world shut down. The world shut down and people weren't traveling and people got sick.
Yeah.
And if my mom, if she was still an esthetician and had to go into work at her age, luckily she had already been retired.
Right.
I would have done everything I could to have her not go back to work and be exposed to people at a high level. So maybe that's a lot of that's happening.
A lot of that is also, you add to it, if tourism is almost nil for 2 years and
people move on,
your economy is based on tips.
I'm sure there have been articles written about it and what they've done, but I thought that the
culture and the character was definitely different.
of New Orleans, Louisiana,
different.
is an African American culture that I found sorely missing, and to me that was my first love of the city, was the people of the city, and I felt as though that has dramatically changed. And I think you can say COVID, but I think to a degree it's also the horrible situation after the hurricane there, where people were hung out to dry, and I remember at that particular time reading about people that had left the city.
Yeah, but I didn't feel that when we were there. I was like, this is still, never count New Orleans out.
Right.
We were there
the first
years
time,
ago.
right?
Yes.
And then the second time, it just
this time,
seemed like,
no. I was like, this is
seemed like replacement parts.
It's been like it's been commercialized.
Yeah, it has. It really has.
But
that's it.
Still a great town. Everyone raged. Whether you were a foodie or a raging alcoholic, you had a great time.
It's true.
And to all the alcoholics, you make it so special. We appreciate that, and we'll have more on this when we come back.
My
we'll
warm thanks to all of the alcoholics, Mike.
Yes, and you did well. You did well to get through that, and kudos to your family for making you stay like 9 hours longer.
Trial by fire, Mike.
We will take a break.
You're fine, right? Wow. Let's go to another bar.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Men, are you tired of radio? All those yakety yaks filling your heads with nonsense day in, day out? After a long day at work, don't you just want your pipe and slippers and some measurable entertainment? Well, here at More Industries, we strive every day to make podcasts that bring the funny. Take the Mike O'Mara Show and the Bonus Hour, for instance. This joyful bantering of ball-busting humor lightens the load of your drudging life. Over here, we see our newest machine, the DGH4000. It can crank out 50 jokes an hour. Let's see what it says. Hobble-do-gee. Well, back to the drawing board. TMOS and More Industries. Making the funny just for you.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. KiwiCo is defining the future of play by making it engaging, enriching, and seriously fun. They create super cool hands-on projects designed to create a lifelong love for learning among kids. Now, each month, KiwiCo delivers crates packed with fun and sparks creativity with kid-friendly topics and activities. From engineering, robots, to learning about the science of cooking, there are interesting topics for every kid and real hands-on skills to explore. Discover subscription lines for infants and preschoolers all the way up to teens and beyond. The moment of pride and accomplishment at the end of a KiwiCo project sparks creative confidence for ongoing experimentation. KiwiCo does the legwork for you so you can spend quality time tackling projects together. Plus, there's no commitment. You can pause or you can cancel at any time. Redefine learning with play. Explore hands-on projects that build creative confidence and problem-solving skills with KiwiCo. Get 50% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line at kiwico.com/TMOS. That's 50% off your first month at kiwico.com/TMOS. Take it away, Rob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike O'Mara, radio.
That's not the right button. What I meant to hit was...
This is all
Yes.
working out for you.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
Perfect.
Thank you.
There hasn't been a coronation. Do we have the shung?
Yeah, we do, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's okay. There hasn't been a coronation in the UK in 70 frickin' years.
Oh!
So you are forgiven for not knowing what to expect when King Charles is crowned on May 6th. This is what you need to know. First of all, this will only be the second televised coronation. Queen Elizabeth II had the first one back in 1953. So it's special. I'll watch it. But this will be, I'll watch some of it. I won't watch the whole dog and pony show. This will be the first coronation that will be streamed. Ooh, yeah, okay. Also, this does not mark King Charles' accession to the throne. That happened automatically when his mother died on September 8th and was officially proclaimed by the Association, I'm sorry, I had that wrong, the Accession Council on the 10th. The coronation is more of a religious ceremony that dates back to 1154, and it bestows the new monarch with his or her regal powers, whatever those are. Live coverage begins at 7 a.m. local time, which is 2:30 a.m. Eastern, which means, hey, royals, stay up late. Day.
I think this will be the first time it's carried live in the United States because they wouldn't have the ability to send it live back in the early 50s.
Well, wouldn't it be on the radio live?
Well, yeah, but he said television.
Television.
Yes.
It's at Westminster Abbey, you know that. The coronation begins at 11 a.m. Okay, so live coverage starts at 2:30. So you don't have to get up. It starts at 2:30 a.m. if you want to hear all the talking heads. That's like getting up and watching at 2:30 a.m. for a football game that starts at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Get up, take the day off and enjoy your day with the Royals and all that.
And you can TiVo The Price is Right.
Very exciting. Charles will have the... I have to read this with my British accent.
Of course.
Which would you like aristocratic dialect? Would you like working class Brit? Or would you like Hugh Grant?
I would like the working class.
Right. Charles will have the £5 St. Edward's crown priced upon his head for the first and only time because it never leaves the Abbey. It dates back to the
Never leaves the what?
It don't leave the Abbey. And it dates back to the 17th century. Look at him. Look at him with that heavy £5 crown on his head.
Big hat.
Boy, his neck ain't even bending a bit. Then the Archbishop of Canterbury will anoint him with oil from the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. It will be poured from the ampulla, a 17th century golden vessel shaped like an eagle, into the coronation spoon. I'm not making this up.
You got to be making that up.
Various pieces will be presented to Charles, including a pair of spurs to represent knightly values and virtues, a jeweled sword, 2 scepters, a jewel-encrusted orb representing the globe, and the jewel-encrusted iPhone watch.
No, that can't be right.
The jewel-encrusted sovereign's ring. Look at the bling. Aren't I special? Charles' wife, Queen Consort Camilla.
Oh, dear.
She will also be crowned, and she gets a ring and 2 scepters of her own.
What'll
she be doing
exactly. What's up with that? Big night.
Then they head back to Buckingham Palace in the gold state coach, which has been used for every coronation since King William IV in 1831. Charles' grandson, Prince George, will serve as the page of honor. Along with some other young relatives, they will walk in the procession. Prince William's entire family will be on hand for the coronation, but as we've already heard, Prince Harry will attend without his wife, and kids. Maiden Markle is back home.
I hope that there are misbehaving children at the coronation. I always like that.
They control that stuff.
I know.
Yeah, they tase
but
them.
you can hope.
No, they don't tase. All the children are previously sedated also.
Do they drink from the magic spoon?
The magic spoon is given to them with the spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. All right, this is all over. I don't ever, at least anymore, I don't really put that much on the TV shows we love, to be honest with you. If they come, they come. If they go, they go. There are new reports now. This seems it's been going on for a year. Of trouble on the set of Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan, you won't want to hear that. Sources are saying that the show will end after part 2 of season 5, the second half that we're waiting for,
Okay.
which I don't understand anyway. Kevin Costner just can't get along with the show's creator, Taylor Sheridan. And I've seen profiles of Taylor Sheridan, who's, made all this TV and has a brilliant career, writer, director, but I hear he looks like he's a pain in the ass.
Sure.
He looks like he's an egomaniac. He really does. Even though he's a behind-the-scene guy, this is a failed actor. Any way you slice
made his
it.
mark.
So
Okay.
I can imagine that he would butt heads with the megastar, who's probably used to having his ass kissed. So I'm saying, whether it's true or not, if it was true, it would make sense to me that the creator of the show and the star of the show would butt heads.
You know what it's like, Mike?
Yes.
It's
What?
like a program director who never made it as a DJ, not getting along with the DJ.
Hi, Smokey Rivers.
Yes, exactly.
But it sounds like it's not Kevin's fault. A so-called insider says, quote, Taylor is the star of his show. He's the most important person on all of his shows. The first half of season 5 ended in January. No word on when the second half will air or even when it'll start filming.
They
I
haven't
thought
filmed
they
it
filmed
yet.
it all. No.
I thought they had,
Jeez.
but anyway, that's kooky. There's a lot of concern about the prices of groceries, understandably. But there's one surefire trick to keeping the bill low. Only buy stuff that you're going to actually use. Carla and I have done this for a very, very long time. When it even comes to meals that night, a trip out to the grocery store just to get the stuff we want and we need. A new report says the average American throws away about $63 worth of groceries every single week. That's around $3,000 every year. Let me see. Fruits and vegetables spoil before you get them.
Makes sense.
Leftovers from meals that don't get eaten and random stuff that just sits around forever until you toss it. People were asked which foods were the hardest to use up. Lettuce, number 1. Oh, my God. Lettuce has stayed in our refrigerator for so long. Bananas are second, followed by milk, apples, bread, avocado, deli items, eggs, meat, and carrots. All those have been in my refrigerator unused.
What about honey buns?
Honey buns from Entenmann's immediately consumed. You, on the other hand, you have items in your freezer that have been there for decades.
Exactly,
right?
and members of my family as well.
Okay, we all love that. What's that? Lotus.
White
Lotus.
White
Lotus. Well, the most recent episode had a great actor from Amadeus and Scarface, F. Murray Abraham.
Yes.
We were commenting on how we liked him and how he did such a nice job playing the grandfather in the White Lotus. Well, it seems art imitates life. F. Murray Abraham's sudden exit from Mythic Quest was the result of 2 accusations of sexual misconduct. According to a new report, he is 83. My God. He played the head video game writer C.W. Longbottom, and he departed the Apple show unexpectedly on April of 2022 between its second and third seasons, with production studio Lionsgate merely confirming his exit. By the way, in broadcast terms, exit is fired.
Yeah.
Beyond that, their comment is, we do not comment on matters concerning personnel, the studio added at the time, with no additional comment from Abraham. Now Rolling Stone.
I guess we know what the F stands for.
Now Rolling Stone reports that the White Lotus star, his on-set behavior raised at least 2 concerns. Apparently, F. Murray was being inappropriate with the ladies on the set. 83 years young.
Yeah.
Don't you need more detail in a story like that? I would think so. I'd love to know what's going on.
Popcorn trick.
And now a little something. 83. You know, it's not in this day and age, you don't go, 83, God love
No,
him.
you can't.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Here we go. A Mississippi man was arrested Friday during a traffic stop after he attempted to hide a gun in a quesadilla from Taco Bell. That's according to police. Devin P. Mitchell folded the gun into the quesadilla when police in Picayune stopped him and driver Olivia Neff for a traffic violation. That's according to a local TV station. Officers reportedly saw Mitchell stuffing the handgun. I saw a picture of it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty little handgun. And it doesn't look like a normal handgun. It had like a red plastic handle.
Oh,
Is that
pretty.
what you call it?
Yeah.
What's the butt of the gun? Is that the handle of the revolver?
Sure.
He stuffed it into a Taco Bell bag, prompting them to conduct a search of the vehicle where they found the gun hidden in the quesadilla. Mitchell found himself slapped with other charges after police also recovered methamphetamine, liquid heroin, all the good stuff, and other drug paraphernalia during their search, according to authorities. The quesadilla handgun comes with the new delicious cheesy bullets, which are really, really yummy. That's what we do in Mississippi.
What a mess.
We have to take a break, and we will come back with something because that's what we do. Oh, I'll also tell you the cities because I printed them out, and I don't like to leave anything on red. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you.
He's a desperado that takes care of business.
I'm the wrangler, is what I am.
Riding and roping and always getting it done.
Did you see me wrangle before the show today?
You did a great job.
Sometimes trouble just follows a man.
Folks don't know much about him except for his name.
The Bolivian wrangler.
Bolivian wrangler.
Put that on my tombstone.
He may not know basic American history,
When was the Bay of Pigs? The Roaring 50s. The Depression was in the 20s.
You're insane.
but when he wants to wrangle up some goods for the office or his hacienda,
Aye, that's Spanish for house.
he shops at Target and Walmart through the shopping center at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And with a few clicks, he can pick it up at the store or have it shipped to his door.
You'll thank me for this.
Shop like the Bolivian Wrangler because he knows that getting the big deals is mighty satisfying.
I'm feeling great.
Who was that masked man?
All right. It is definitely getting warmer here in Florida. Hot, baby. Actually nice yesterday, but the previous weeks have been probably the hottest April, and I'm so glad I have my Liquid IV, especially all of you that were hanging with us in New Orleans. You needed your Liquid IV, and I noticed that some of our listeners referenced the fact that they were loading up on it when they were traveling. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. The people that were traveling used it. You can use it in the morning, before, after a workout, when you feel run down, after a long night out. Zoolander, here's your Liquid IV. Made with premium ingredients. It's non-GMO. It's free from gluten, dairy, and soy. And it's got great flavors. The new Sea Berry. I'm Sea Berry, the new flavor from Liquid IV.
How are you, Seaberry?
I'm grateful.
Good.
Or strawberry lemonade flavors. And Liquid IV still has all your favorites, too. Even better, they're on a mission to change the world. Liquid IV's donated over 39 million servings in 50 countries around the world. Plus, it's convenient and it's delish. It's the best way to start your day. Be like me, drink Liquid IV. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code TMOS at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TMOS at liquidiv.com. We're running late on the show. I got to get out of here because I got to go to the Genius Bar to get my computer fixed today. Nothing makes me happier than to visit the Genius Bar. And, hopefully it'll be smooth, all right?
Yeah.
Because the oil light went off on my car, too, after the 20 hours of driving the car.
Ask if they can look at that at the Genius Bar.
No, I've got to go to a regular service center to get the SUV located. And the dealer, because it's still Snowbird Central, I believe they have an opening Christmas of 2024 for that. But I wanted to ask Oscar about something. So yesterday I came back, got back here on Sunday night.
Yes.
Had a chance to play with the boys from Happy Valley yesterday and had a great old time. We got amazing rain, so it was a little soggy and a little soupy out there, but it was fun. And then one of the older guys, asked me if I was aware of a trend. And I don't know if it's a trend or not. These guys, bring things to the table kind of willy-nilly and random. On Instagram, apparently, there are videos, little clips, how do I put this delicately, of young ladies, attractive young ladies.
Sure.
And what the clips are, and I thought I'd ask our resident expert on all things TikTok, Instagram. They are videos of women who wear sheer dresses, almost see-through dresses, but they're very sheer dresses. And then they do these dances. And the only thing that they have they are backlit.
Yes.
They are backlit. Now you hold on, wait a minute.
Are you getting a call from Instagram?
I just sent you a link to one.
You did not.
No.
What are you?
I don't work that fast.
No.
His fingers danced over the iPhone.
All right.
I use Siri.
It's just last minute tax stuff, which is always fun.
That's
Happy
fun.
tax day, everybody. La la la. Anyway, that's great, Carl. I needed that right in the middle of the show. Yeah, real happy. Real happy. Real happy being destitute and playing the government. Real happy about that. All right. So, and that didn't take me out of the show at all.
Yeah,
not at all. You know,
just
so
wreck
that
your
little
day.
thing isn't fantastic.
The people, Mike. I've always said you're the people, the people's champion. Do you
the people's podcaster?
Do you feel like there's certain aspects of bad tax news, and I'll get to your sheer dress question in a second.
Yeah,
I bet you'll have an answer for it.
I do. So, perverts, hold on a sec. We're going to talk about real life for a second.
Very good.
When I get bad tax news, which is never great tax news.
That's true.
It's like, okay.
I've had pleasant surprises over the years.
Oh no,
I've had really
it's just
great surprises.
Judge Dredd for me. It's just
Here's when
terrible.
I used to get them. When I was fabulously wealthy. I don't get them anymore. Oh no, it's out. Because you need in during the year to live.
There's
to live.
There's a level of, I guess, disdain that I have when the news arrives.
Yes.
Because
so far you're spot on.
Because the person that's delivering it, whether it be your accountant,
right,
or your wife, in my case, there's never a resolution to the bad news. It's just the problem that is posed, at least in my case, to me.
Okay.
And how
you're never going to get the bad news with the caveat that, but we will work on this and it will be fixed. It's more like a giant fucking hammer coming down in the middle of your forehead and going, this is your bill. This is why people don't pay.
Yes.
Because they're like, oh, okay, well, I can't do that. And that's the way it goes.
And let me be very, very clear here.
Crystal.
Regardless of the success we've had, it's still a lot of the resources are put back into this business by design. And Mike, same deal. Like we just built a new studio here in Florida for Mike, and we're reinvesting into the show. So there isn't this like fake vault or fake wall with a vault behind it. It says, okay, break in case of emergency. We're small business. You got to keep moving. You keep grinding. So the first thing I think about is, okay, you've placed this in front of me. We will figure it out. But like anybody else, like what's the payment plan?
Yep.
And in a world of high interest rates, it is not attractive to the federal government. It is
it's daunting.
Yes.
And it's also at moments like this, people, where you realize when certain political figures in this country are saying, let the richie riches play their fair share, that we might not have to deal with this bullshit if the people that were making $10 gazillion were just peeling off a few more billion-dollar bills to give people that are in the middle a break.
I actually disagree with you.
I know you do.
I
you
feel
think
like
they're job creators, Oscar. I know you've always believed in that.
Trigonometric
The
economics.
economic engine, creating jobs, not maximizing profit by. That's right. Tell that to the people at Amazon that got laid off.
Mike, they're winners, is what they are, and he likes a winner.
No, I believe that if we're able to close the tax loops that currently exist, we'd be able to make what we need.
I don't know. All I know right now is I cannot possibly get away from me.
Yeah.
Me. I am thinking about me. But it's like, look, we're not alone. We're not the only people.
People that are listening to this right now are like,
people who are listening know what it's
you're
like.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Know that you're in that situation. You know, Daddy was really, really excited when Mrs. O'Mara went back to work. Really, really happy. You know, just not happened to working out for us with the tax man. That's all. Just doesn't really work for me with the tax guy. That's okay. I can handle that. Everything's going to be hunky-dory. Hunky effing dory. It's once again, Mike's going to play the game that he's played multiple times in his life. What the F? Well, hi, this is Mike O'Mara. Welcome to the game show. What the frig do I sell? What the frig do I sell now? Yes, sirree. Anyway.
Would have liked to have known that information before Harris was involved.
Well, yeah, I like to, by the way, this is not, I would love to blame my accountant, who I refer to as Debbie Downer.
No, we don't.
I would
no.
But I can't. You know why I can't, Oscar? Because somebody who had insisted on handling the family finances for the last 2 years, somebody decided to hop on the plane to New Orleans, and a big stack of all the info was sitting on her desk and did not make it to who it was supposed to go to. So now this is all last minute crap. This is all last minute fun that we're getting. So this is real time. I'm getting this. Yeah. Let me read the 5 texts that I've got here. Oh, great.
Great.
Greater. Greatest.
Oh.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, it sucks. I hate the tax man. I really do. I'd rather live in a world where I knew everything, pay as you go. I did that for a while. I used to pay as you go.
You have flat roads at least.
I have flat roads.
You
yes.
do. Bless your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
How is your tax burden this year?
This year we broke about even. We owed some to state.
Attaboy. That's fantastic. That's good. Congratulations. I did not break even. I did not even come close to it. Do you even know, or does she do that too? Does she do the taxes?
She did the tax, but I can tell you the numbers if you like. I mean,
okay. I don't.
They balance out.
I don't need your numbers right out there. I just, she.
If I called her and I said, "Did they balance out?" Would she confirm?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We owed some on state. We got some back on federal. It about balances out.
That's sweet.
Well, we're up on a break again.
Yes, we are.
When I come back, I want to clean my palate with
you didn't get derailed. I was going to give you an answer.
Well, let's get the answer when we come back.
Okay.
I got to beat feet because I have to go to the effing Genius Bar today to get my computer to work so I can play sounds and I don't have to rely on other people to play sounds for me. That's what I'm trying to do. And we had a lightning bolt come into the studio over the weekend. Life is great. Glad to be back from NOLA. Bye.
Everyone is excited about the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hi there, this is Jim Amato, and I'm loving the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show.
This is Robin Ferguson.
This is Stephanie Larson.
This is Doug, and I'm loving the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Check it out. New lights, new set, new video, and a brand new look that everybody loves.
Hi, this is Jolene.
This is Sharon Bailey.
Hi, this is Steve Kelsey, and I am loving the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show.
We're always working to make the show better for you, so check out the new look
Hold it,
on
stop
YouTube,
that promo for a second. Where did you record that? Because all the voices sound, I love it, and then yours is just like, we're always working to do that. Where did you record your audio?
I actually did it at home because I got the idea sort of last minute.
Well,
I wanted to turn it fast.
I thought you had okay, all right, I get it. Yeah. That's fine. Play the end. But I apologize.
TikTok and the Gram.
Hi, this is Dirk Vastrick.
Hi, this is Linda Hurt, and I am loving the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Everyone is excited about the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, this is Matt Bloom. I love the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show. It's great.
Great job. Thanks, Pony. I think you really sold it. But make sure to check out the new look of the Mike O'Mara Show on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hey, everybody. This podcast is sponsored by Groove Life. It's 2023. I'm Rob Spiewak. Are you still using the same wallet from 2003? Now's the time to update your wallet game. The Groove Wallet is a sleek, low-profile wallet engineered for everyday use. One simple thumb motion perfectly fans out up to 6 cards. I'm not going to do.
But that's what it sounds like, Rob. Just so you have context.
Anyhow,
thank you.
It fans out 6 cards. I use it all the time. I loved it in New Orleans because there was a lot of credit card action, going back and forth. Here you go, cashier. Here you go, casino. Here you go, cashier. Here you go, casino. Now I'll be able to fan all my cards and get a 19-20% interest to pay the tax man. Easy access to on everything you need.
You're like, can I get the 4-year plan? It's going to be 17%.
We'd like to spread it out. Yeah.
With durable, high-quality aluminum outer shell, it's fantastic. My favorite new sponsor. I love Groove Life. I love their wallet. I love their belts. It's fantastic. They have a 94-year no BS warranty. You can tell it's made like it's so powerful. It's like you could hit somebody over the head with it. It's that beautifully constructed. We all love ours. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Don't let my tax ranting get in the way of you getting out there and getting yourself a Groove Life wallet. You're going to love yours too. It's time to bring your wallet into the 21st century. Head to groovelife.com/TMOS and use promo code TMOS for 20% off all Groove Life products. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my code TMOS for 20% off your order. One last time. That's promo code TMOS for 20% off your order. Just click the button on our website. Before we get to the discussion about Instagram, I do want to share this. Robert Wood, I have to tell you, my son got your little package, and today he went to school. He's in a terrible mood because he'd had his cousin visiting, and they've been staying up late, and mornings have been difficult because the cousin gets to stay and go to the beach, and he has to go to school. And Daddy's an ogre. But I have to tell you, your package with those beautiful little watches that you sent, he wore a watch to school. Excuse me. Hi, Mike O'Mara from Manjaro.
Yeah.
Honey Bun. He wore a G-Shock
Casio G-Shock.
Yeah.
And it made his day. And he also sent him a little Casio calculator watch, and then another white G-Shock watch, and
so
then another watch.
The old school calculator watch?
They're very stylish now.
Oh,
he was so
gosh,
excited.
that's so cool.
And it was just wonderful. Robert, I made fun of you at the live show. Got a chance to say hi to you after the show.
You paid tribute is what
you did.
I paid tribute. It was really, really cool.
Such a nice man.
We were able to do
Robert
that,
Wood.
and he was so happy. Robert Wood. And then another person sent me a lamp with a golfer.
I
don't know
love
where
lamp.
I don't know where that.
It's Oscar.
From. Yeah, you sent. Did
Another
that come from a listener?
I'm your friend, and I sent you a package and the Pebble Beach. Did you get that?
Yeah, that just came from you?
No, that came from a listener. Sent them here.
Oh, you forwarded,
and we've
All right.
sent them to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I got those. I don't know the name because I was trying to find it in the package. But as soon as I do, I will mention that. So
I'll send you the letter.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Much appreciated. So this video, guy plays it for us, and and it's a girl. She's wearing a black sheer dress, and it is, how do I put this delicately, backlit in a certain area, so that you see
Back to the Instagram.
the nether. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm a little sidetracked today. If I'm not
It's okay.
really spotlighting the segments
I'll
on the
be
show the way I normally do.
As radio friendly as possible.
Thank you, Oscar.
Yeah, we
And
gotta
you know,
hustle.
if you
I
got
gotta go to the Genius bar.
if you got kids in the car, you might want to turn it down. Okay, Mike is right, and his pervy friends are right. If you are on Reels or TikTok,
Pervy.
you will somehow swipe through, and they probably know he's a man, so the algorithm is going to send him some stuff, and you will stumble upon. I have seen this as of late. It is a trend of women dancing, the backlight on them, and the dress seems to be sheer, so you can see through the dress. Now, I'm always waiting for a censor to come through and just take all these videos down.
Yeah.
But it's been a good 2 weeks of this. And I feel
they found a way around it.
I feel like either TikTok is saying, hey, you're not going to ban us. We're going to get as many people to watch as possible. Yeah. Or because I don't see this on Reels. It's
hey,
TikTok.
Carla, what are you doing? Clogging back there? What's going on?
She's making her video for Reels.
Yeah, she's got to pay the tax bill.
She's got to backlight herself.
Yes.
She has the day off.
It's always hard to get the backlight right there.
Is there a name for the trend? Is it a challenge or something? Or is
it
just
no, this is simply
These are just clickbait, right? They're trying to get views.
Then they want you to convert into a paid subscription on OnlyFans. I've heard.
Oh, is that
could be it?
I've heard.
Many people have theorized.
I knew you would know about it.
When I see Lincoln,
I'm so out of it. I don't even have Instagram on my phone anymore.
Oh, Mike!
Shame, swear to God,
shame.
I don't.
How do you post?
Well, hold on.
He probably does. It's just in his phone somewhere.
You know how I do it. I have it. I have it right
here.
Yeah,
I was like, how is that even possible?
How would one
I'll find you one. I'll send you.
Just give me the title of it. And
there's no title. It's link in bio. This is what it is. OF link in bio. That's what it is. OnlyFans.
Okay.
Lincoln.
I thought you had to go to the store. You're gonna find a video on Instagram on the air,
or you can.
I'm not going to the store right now.
What if you search sheer?
You might want to do that. That is Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
I got a goat.
Oh, but he's a backlit goat.
Right.
Look what you can see.
What if I put in backlight?
Paul Shear.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sunny and Sheer.
Then you want to clear your search history on that thing.
Nah.
That's
how they get to know him. That's how they get to know him.
That's how they get to know them.
Getting close.
Let me see here. You got a pad for us as we're both looking.
Oscar is actually not putting it in keywords.
I have a lot of pictures. I have backlight. A lot of pictures of women. A lot of very nicely done photographs. By the way, thanks to Shannon, Oscar's
my wife,
lovely bride, who taught me how to do a portrait photo with a lighting adjustment that makes them even better.
Oh, nice!
I'm sending you one now, Mike. Speaking of photos,
thank you.
Here we
so
go.
Much.
Somehow it was.
Thank you so much.
Somehow it was in my feed.
Yeah, you didn't actually have to put in any keywords, did you?
Enjoy this, but not towards the window. I don't need anybody at work seeing this.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's got 2 of them.
2 women.
Yeah, 2
them,
ladies.
like they're objects.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Open
you know what?
it's a TikTok. It's not Instagram, so you can get it on TikTok.
I've only really seen it on TikTok.
They seem very friendly. Nice.
And playing that. Oh, yeah. Well, the one on the right's nice.
And they're standing in front of a window. That's how they're backlighting themselves. It's natural
light. On the left looks like Jimmy Durante, for God's sake.
Mike, be nice. She's doing the best she can. Just because.
No, but I mean, why does that fashion model have a grenade in there? That doesn't work for me. No, I bet the one on the left is the naughty girl that said, "Hey, Kendra, come over and do this video and be there." And it's not going to. If I show it right now, Oscar,
it's not. No, you can't. That's why the sensors haven't picked up. You can't see it on your screen. You're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, but if I turn the camera around, nobody would really see it, right?
I don't think anyone's going to see that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to get.
How great is your pause game?
That's it. Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
All right.
I picked it up when I used to watch cinema.
That's such a perv. You can't expand it, can you?
No. But if you touch it too much,
you might get
pink eye. Where this is going.
You might favorite it and show the world what a perv you are.
He's right. I did. I pushed it twice and it put a heart up.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Oh no!
Sure
I've loved a filthy video on TikTok.
Your daughters are
Things are going to get better.
I'm going to be like inundated with this stuff right now. But the good news is I have Instagram. All right. This is so that's the new trend.
Dad's not seeing my videos anymore. He must have other favorites.
And I think basically not basically, that's an overuse of the word. I think these videos are primarily of women wearing sheer black dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's how it is because otherwise they wouldn't get by the censors. That's the way that would go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lead generator.
And you think it's been around for about 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are always trying to do things that get more views for the show. And I'm here to tell you that it's not lost on me. I've lost a little bit of weight, liking the way I look on camera a little better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these. I'm going to make one of these, and I will get
You've got the lighting for it.
I'll get a long, I don't know what kind of shirt I would wear.
Now, you need a duvet.
All the way down.
A thin duvet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So maybe I wear a T-shirt and then a duvet cover on the bottom, like wrapped around my waist, and then I backlight it with one of our fabulous lights.
Studio lights, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready for 35 million followers. That should be.
It's going to be a lead generator.
Mike broke the internet.
It's going to. It'll slay.
Yeah,
it will slay. We won't have to put those fake teases that we lie about every day. They're
not fake. They're always based in truth.
No, they're just like the Today Show. Savannah gets really mad at Hoda and walks off the set. Full S. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, it's your paisan.
Like he didn't get enough attention this weekend.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That we all
you must be Deborah Peroni.
Now he wants you to share the show. That means let your friends tell their friends and their other friends that the Mike O'Mara Show is on the air. And they can go to TMOS.com to check out the bonus show.
A star of the weekend.
They can go on the TikTok and the Instagram for snippets of the show.
Right.
Do today, the boss asked you. And let your friends be a friend of ours. Capiche? We now return you to the man, the myth, the legend.
Okay, all right.
Mike
all right.
O'Mara.
Thank you. I couldn't believe it. I mean, seriously. First restaurant
Yeah,
I sat
yeah,
down
he
to.
knows.
Outside of the quarter. Well outside of the quarter. Drove way outside the French Quarter, and I had, oh, look who's here. There is
He's
Paulie.
taller than I thought he'd be.
First person I saw.
Yeah.
Just truly, truly amazing. Taller. Interesting. Do you need an afternoon reset? Do yourself a favor and snag 5 minutes for a Dadgrass toke break. They've also got Momgrass joints as the perfect pick-me-up to spark your creative flow, or the original Dadgrass joints to quiet your mind after your 9 to 5. Dadgrass is legal, organic, smokable hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind. Their 100% organic pre-rolled joints are very low in THC and high in CBD, so you can enjoy the effects of CBD while keeping a clear head. And if you want the toke without the smoke, Dadgrass also has a CBD tincture made with the same high-quality hemp. It's easy to dose, and the effects come on smooth. Or try Dadgrass gummies, the best on the market. All the mellow goodness, no smoke required. Dadgrass will leave you in a euphoric mood. All Dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 18 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the U.S. Right now, Dadgrass is offering TMOS listeners 20% off their first order when you go to dadgrass.com/TMOS. Go to dadgrass.com/TMOS for 20% off your first order. Remember, man.
Right.
That's
groovy.
dadgrass.com. Don't play the thing yet.
Okay.
Oscar, so real quick, because we had to do Rob's thing here. I am off to the Genius Bar.
Yes.
My question is, I mean, like 11:30 this morning.
Yeah.
I will be at the. Will you have access to your phone? And
Yes.
if you don't, what do I say to him?
No, just
My
call me.
sound is locked.
Call
My
me.
sound is locked.
Call me and I'll take care of it.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, I'll
Just
I'd
say
like to tell him.
that your output, your speakers, you can't change the setting to make your speakers work on your computer. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay, now you.
Hit the thing? Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So stupid.
Oh, you had it right. Your output's locked.
Yeah. Remember last week when we had the guy that sang the song like Jerry Reed, but it was actually...
Yeah, I love that.
It was
I love
actually
that.
Shaggy. There's another guy on the YouTube. His name is Bob Strachan, and he did Coolio's Gangster's Paradise, but not like Coolio would do it. He did it like Johnny Cash.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life, and I realize there's nothing left. He's spending most her lives living in a gangster's paradise. He's spending most her lives living.
That's not
in
as
a
good as the
gangster's
Jerry
No, it's
Reed.
not, but it's pretty good.
It's okay. It's okay. But the Jerry Reed was a better impression.
Yes. Oscar,
And it might be the marriage of the song. I think the marriage isn't as accurate as the Jerry Reed one, which was flawless. You know.
but this one, the first time I heard his voice do it, I said, "That's really." It decayed a little bit, but it was clever. I thought, Oscar, if I were to ask you about the Motor City Madman,
Yes.
who would you say that
Ted
is?
Nugent.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Boo.
I used to watch
know.
his grilling show.
Oh, you did,
You can't grill it till you kill it.
Mike? Sad news for everybody. Ted Nugent has announced his last tour.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his politics. So
No, I don't think
I'm not a
anybody-
fan.
that changed a lot.
You know what? To be honest with you, laughing about a gun guy today with with
changed.
85-year-old men shooting kids
Yeah.
on their front porch just because they opened the door. A guy up in New York did it. Then with a beautiful young girl who was shot, and then there was another kid on a bike. And they're looking out because they're scared old farts, and they're pulling the trigger on somebody without the person even setting foot.
Yeah.
In the case of the young lady that was shot in New York,
Pulled in a driveway.
pulled into a driveway.
The
with
wrong
a
driveway.
Shot from the balcony of his house. He had one of those little A-frame houses in a rural area of upstate New York. It's just guns.
All right, so let's pass on that piece of tape and move on to in Texas, a substitute teacher, and I've seen this from behind the scenes in Loudoun County. You don't need to be overly qualified to be a substitute teacher. A lot of times they'll just put in a warm body to keep an eye on the kids.
Do you have to have an education degree?
No, I don't think you do. I think you need to be in college, but I don't think you have to have an education degree.
I'd love to do it and just have just do a voice.
So
They'd love you.
What voice would you
Kids.
use?
I'm not sure. I would probably do who's the crazy professor? Not Professor
Irwin
backwards,
Corey?
but Professor Irwin Corey. Today we're here to learn about different things. All right.
Well, this guy didn't do Irwin Corey. He was in Texas, and what he did, and he might still have been doing it if another student hadn't videotaped it, in a middle school class, he organized it into a fight club. where he was having students fight each other.
I was devastated. I was
As a
like,
mom.
I couldn't watch the full video. I had to stop it multiple times because I didn't think it was real. I said, this must be a prank. This is not real. Who in their right mind? Because I trust my child to go to school, but I also trust the staff to keep my kids safe.
Mike, the first rule about middle school fight club is
Don't talk about middle school.
Don't
You
talk
got to
about
get it
middle
out of
school.
your system, though, right?
He had kids in the classroom throwing down?
Fighting each other, yeah.
They had beef. Settle it in the middle of the classroom.
Meanwhile, in Milwaukee, which is in Wisconsin, there was a robbery in which they stole a lot of things from a house. One of the things they stole was a surveillance camera. But what they didn't realize is that the surveillance camera was linked to cell phone coverage.
And battery operated.
So when they got it back to their hideout, it was still running.
Duh.
And
We'll
that's-
steal the system.
And that's how they got caught.
They took around $8,000 in tools. They also took a camera, which was hidden, which they did not know that would operate pretty much anywhere. So it's operating on their dining table right now. We can see everything. We're seeing people doing drugs. We're seeing people talk about how they sold the stuff, where the money went.
So not only were they able to be
Unreal.
found, they talked about all of their plans. They just basically told them everything.
That's
on the
fantastic.
camera.
Way to go, technology wins.
Yeah,
Very
and stupid people lose, Mike. Milwaukee
Yes, they
stupid
do.
people.
Yes, they do.
A pretty good Saturday Night Live this weekend. I appreciated the return of Lisa from Temecula, which is a great bit. But Oscar, there was a joke in Weekend Update that made me think of you. They've appointed a new title in New York, which is the Rat Czar.
Yes.
You have to control all the rats in New York. Yeah.
Kathleen Karate was announced as New York City's first rat czar, a title that was formerly known as Miss Staten Island.
Mike, that's all I got today.
Oh, that's where Paulie's from. Hey, for all of you that made the trek to New Orleans, Louisiana, you make us so happy.
Yes.
It's still so thrilling to go out on a stage and see all that much love, and we're grateful for it. We're always grateful
Real
for
shot
it.
in the arm. Thank you.
Real shot in the arm. You know, hell, I might just do another one. Just don't know where yet. All right, not going to tell you, Jolene. Okay, come on. She was putting the squeeze, man. She wants us back. She wants us back in Vegas.
Sure.
I don't know. It's like we gotta, the East Coasters got to get something one of these days. You know.
Let's do it, Mike. Let's do it at your house.
I'd love to. Absolutely.
Lots
Got
of
room down
flat
here.
roads.
Got places, flat roads. Rob loves it. Should be fun. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode, and I'll let you know how my trip to the Genius Bar was. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.